My name is Mary Hassinger, and I'm here to do night 1 of training. I want to thank you all for coming. I think that if you have not had an opportunity to do something like this, volunteer to help someone, this is going to be one of the most fulfilling experiences that you've ever had. It's incredible to see that light go on when another adult is finally realizing that reading or speaking English is an attainable goal, and it's something that they can accomplish. I'm going to pass around a microphone, starting over here. And what I would like you to do is give your first name and then tell me something that you did today or in the recent past that you could not have done if you couldn't read. Every part of our lives is touched by hopefully having the ability to read. And if you didn't, it would be a struggle. And as we go on tonight, I'll have some statistics for you, but it's amazing how many people here in Grand Rapids alone cannot read at a 6th grade level or above.
Thank you all for coming back to the second night of tutor training for the Literacy Center. My name is Angela Steele, and I'm the director of the adult tutoring program for the council. And tonight our topic will be low literate adults and teaching reading to adults. We'll do a little bit of review just over the main things that many tutors forget. So forgive me if Mary already went through a couple of things, but we want to make sure that you understand what you need to do, especially in the first couple of weeks with your tutor. Okay, I want to start by talking a little bit about what you learned the first night of training with me. And the first thing she talked about is you receiving a student. Any questions about how you come to have a student through the Literacy Center? We will be matching you with an adult student based on the feedback from your green application that you filled out either at an orientation, through a face-to-face interview, or over the phone with us. We match you with a student based on your location, where you live, where you're willing to travel, the time of day, and then there was also an area on that application where you would tell us if you'd like a male or a female student, an ESL student, an English language learner, or a reading student. So those are all the different things we take into account along with your personality, and then the students' preferences too, because they tell us where they're willing to travel, the times of day that they're available, and the type of person that they would learn best from.
Well, now let me say good evening and welcome back, and thank you for pursuing this opportunity. My name's Barbara Foster, as you see on the screen. Now, what if your carefully planned lesson is very obviously falling flat on its face? What are you going to do? Use your backup plan, she said. I call it Plan B. If something is not working, stop doing it. Both of you are adults. You value your time. Don't waste it trying to make something work if it isn't working. You know, you can tell we're working with someone else if it works or not. So always have a Plan B. Well, what's a Plan B? Here are some things that work very well as Plan Bs because they are separate entities in and of themselves. They may also work very well as part of Plan A. A human interest picture from the newspaper. There are usually big ones in the paper, particularly on the weekends. Avoid the war pictures. Avoid the political pictures. That's just pictures of people anyway. Simply to talk about, to pull words out about to talk about the person's own experience related to this.
My name is Shay Crayley, and I am the Family Literacy Coordinator for the Literacy Center. I've seen some of you before, I've met some of you before, but by the end of the night, I hope we all know each other well. Tonight is usually a pretty full night because we have a lot to do. If you want to go ahead and open up to the 4th section of your binder, we're going to start tonight with word study. And there's primarily 3 ways that we learn to decode new words. We learn through phonics, sight words, and word families. Now, what's very important to keep in mind is that no one method is best. You will want to use a combination of these methods to help your students learn to pronounce new words. And again, keep in the back of your mind that the ultimate goal of reading is to comprehend or understand the passage. So these methods won't necessarily help your student understand what he or she is reading, but they will help your student be able to pronounce the words. And there's a huge difference, as you discussed with Angela on the 2nd night. Okay? Let's talk about phonics. Phonics is a way that we learn to pronounce new words, and there's always been a debate over which is the best method to teach someone to read, whether it's phonics or whole word study. At the Literacy Center, we do believe that phonics is very beneficial if it's used in conjunction with other methods. So phonics is great for your beginning or intermediate students, but you don't want to spend a great deal of time on phonics because it really will start to break down your students' ability to comprehend. Okay, so let's talk a little bit more specifically about phonics. Please look at this list of words and say it in your mind and ask yourself in each word where the sound is.